Hey guys, Adrian from the WaterPort. Today I'm here with Tom from Mad Yeti. We're gonna get our new 8-gallon Weekender set up on his rack. Today we'll be putting it on a Prinzu platform, and we're gonna do the whole unboxing, showing you all the parts, getting it assembled and all set up and ready to go. All right, now that you open your box, we'll start going over everything that's included. First thing you'll get is your Weekender, your 8-gallon tank. This is gonna come standard with the standard cap. You'll also notice on the tank, you're gonna have your Schrader valve. This is perfect for onboard air, bike pumps, or small compressors. Relief valve, this will be for safety so we can never over pressurize the tank. And you'll also notice that your threads are covered with a garden hose cap. We're gonna keep this cap on until we install it. We wanna make sure that we do not ding this or damage the threads during installation. Next, you'll notice our new 16-foot hose. This one's double in length from our day tank. Allows you to extend a little bit farther away from your vehicle and also wrap around the side for cleaning boats, jet skis, kayaks, stand-up surfboards. You also notice your bolt bag with all the assorted hardware. We got your regulator. This will attach to your home's garden hose. This is what self-pressurizes the system to 40 PSI. Here's your on-off for your tank. We've included this red cap. This is gonna keep your O-ring from drying out in the sun, so please make sure that you always keep this on the tank when it's not in use. We've also included our high pressure nozzle. This is awesome because it snaps right into the quick connects. Super easy, take on and off. And it also allows your regulator to snap in one side as well. Everything clicks in. Simply just pull down and pull out. Next, you'll notice our mounts. These mounts include 2 of them. You have 2 options on your tank when mounting them. You'll notice multiple inserts on the bottom. They allow you to mount parallel with your vehicle, with your tank. You can also mount them sideways as well. And it also gives you the option to move them forward and back depending on the mounting location of your vehicle. Today, we're gonna mount them vertical with the tank. This is gonna be perfect with the Prinzu. It's gonna allow us to put their bolts on each side and actually slide them in, and then we can adjust it according to the length of the crossbars. All right, let's get started on the installation. All right, now that we're gonna begin installing the bracket on the tank, we recommend laying out all the bolts together. This will help you identify which one goes to which and make it a little easier when we get into the installation. All right, guys, now that we're ready installed on the truck, we've measured the bolts on the back of the tank and they're 31 inches. So this will kind of give us an idea for the placement. So today we're gonna be doing it on the rear Prinzu mount. So what I'm gonna do is measure and to see where we're looking at 31. So right here, we're looking good at 31 inches. This will kind of give us an idea of where we're gonna mount the tank. So today we're gonna use the front and back 4 bolts. Depending on the length, if you're a little bit shorter, you can always bring the mounts in. But today we're gonna use the farthest points and we're gonna go to around 31. Again, the slots in the mounts are gonna allow us to move the tank back and forth, but this will give you a good idea for placement. So now that we've done a complete measure, we're positive 31 meets both these brackets, we're ready to install. All right, now that we measured 31 inches on the rack, we're just gonna double check. Again, we're gonna be using this 4 and this 4. So again, depending on where your mount is, you can move this forward or back. So let's just measure one more time just to be sure. So middle to middle, we're at 31. So we'll go ahead and begin installing the brackets. You have a few options. You can use the mount parallel with the tank, but today we're gonna use the feet. So we're gonna be mounting it just like this. Again, if you need to move this forward or back, depending on your mounting location, that's fine. Just go ahead and measure to be sure. Today we'll line these up directly in the center. Go ahead and do that with both of them. Perfect. Make sure everything matches up. When we're good with that, we'll go ahead and remove these. And we're gonna start with the rubber bonded washers. Again, these are really nice because it's gonna help with vibration. It's gonna give us a really nice tight fit. It's really important that we put these on correctly. So today in this installation, Just make sure, if you take note, make sure that the rubber is facing the bottom of the tank. This is gonna give a nice grip. And as the tank pressurizes, they'll be able to move very slightly. All right, now that your washers are in place, you can go ahead and set the mount on top. Go ahead and line that up gently. You wanna make sure that these washers do not move. Go ahead and grab your 5/16 bolt. We're gonna be using a lock washer first. And then we'll go ahead and use one of the larger washers. There's gonna be 8 of these. We'll go ahead and install all 4 on this side. Once those are hand tight, go ahead and take a 3/16 Allen key and tighten them down. One thing to be sure is make sure that it's even. Again, if you need to slide it back and forth, now's the time to do so before you tighten it up. So we'll make sure we're right in the middle. It looks nice and even. Go ahead and tighten these up. All right, guys, now that our feet are all set, let's go ahead and walk it over and do a little test fit up on the Prinzu. All right, guys, now that we got it up, let's go ahead and do a little test fit. We want to make sure that the bracket has a crossbar in the middle. This is going to give us the best support. Go ahead and kind of see where your fitment is. Again, if you find that the bracket's not in the middle, you can go ahead and loosen those if you need to go forward or backwards. Today, we're going to go ahead and link it into this middle channel. We're going to do 1 bolt on each, so 4 total. Let's get her mounted up. All right, now that we know where our tank is going to be positioned on our vehicle, we can go ahead and put in our carriage bolts. Go ahead and slide it in. You can lift up on your tank. Go ahead and drop that down. And do this to all 4 sides. We'll preset them first. Take your washer, drop that on. Go ahead and hand tight your lock nut. I'm gonna go over to our opposite side, slide it in, do that as well. Okay, now we'll move to the front. All right, now that we got them all hand tight, this will be the last time where you can make any minor adjustments on your tank. This will allow you to slide it left to right. And so go ahead and make sure that your tank is centered on the vehicle. If you need to, you can measure from the distance of your mount to the end of your Prinzu rack or any rooftop rack with similar fittings. So today, we'll go ahead and make a little adjustment here. Push this back, and once we're good, we can go ahead and tighten all 4 of these. All right, now that we're ready to mount it, today we're gonna be using an 11mm socket. We're gonna do a long one, and go ahead and tighten all 4 bolts. All 4 bolts are tightened. Just grab your tank, give it the wiggle test, make sure it's nice and secure to the vehicle. If you need to, you can go around one more time, just making sure that they're tight. All right, now that your tank is securely installed on your vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and install the on-off valve. So you can go ahead and take off the garden hose cap. Now, you're gonna wanna do this very gently. You can go ahead and keep your cap on. You're gonna wanna grab onto the collar of the on-off. Go ahead and position it. Do it real lightly so you know that all the threads are catching. And by doing it lightly, this will reduce the chance of cross-threading. So go ahead and just do it hand tight until it's on there. Go ahead and take the on-off valve and twist up. We're gonna position this up so that way it's away from anything, really easy to get to. And then go ahead and grab this collar, give it a nice tighten. We don't need to over tighten this, we just need to make sure that the washer is secure. Once we're confident we like the positioning, good to go. You can go ahead and take the little sticker that we put as a reminder to install this last and peel this off your tank, and you're ready to use your new Weekender. All right, so to fill your tank, you're gonna attach this to the end of your garden hose. Today we're gonna be filling it directly off the spigot since we don't have a garden hose. So we'll go ahead and screw it on. All right, next step, go ahead and take the provided 16-foot hose, connect it to the end of the female quick connect until you hear a click. Go ahead and remove the cap on your on-off valve. Plug this directly into the tank. All right, now you're ready to begin filling. First step, you're gonna turn your regulator to the on position. Go ahead and come up to your tank, turn this to the on position. Then we'll come back down to our hose and turn it on. All right, now your tank's gonna begin filling. This takes about 2 minutes. The best way to tell if your tank's full, go ahead and wrap your hand around the hose and you'll feel the water entering your tank. When your tanks reach 40 PSI, it'll automatically stop and you can feel it back off on your hose. And this is how you know it'll be full. So we'll go ahead and give it some time. All right, it's been about 2.5 minutes. We've noticed that the water's backed off in our hose. We're gonna go ahead and turn our tank to the on-off position. Come down here, turn our garden hose to the off position. Go ahead and pull back on your quick connect. This will drain any water. Go ahead and pull off on here. Go ahead and hold your hose up. This will drain all the water inside. This can now be stored in your vehicle. Coils up. We'll go ahead and take the red cap, throw it back onto the tank. Your tank's now pressurized. All right, guys, now that it's all plugged in and pressurized, you're ready to begin to rinse. We'll just show you on jet mode. You're looking at about 50 feet. Again, the water pressure will die down as you use it. You got multiple options. This is great for rinsing your gear. You got flat. This helps conserve water. Doesn't give you as much as shower. You got center. This is a great way to conserve water. Gives you take about 15 showers using the center setting. Mist. This is perfect. Set this on your car. This will run for about an hour. Perfect for cooling off in the summer. Shower setting. This one gives you a complete shower. Again, with the Weekender being 8 gallons, you're gonna get multiple showers throughout the day, and then you can use different settings to conserve water. If you guys got any questions, you can email us at info@thewaterport.com. Thanks again for watching.